Hello, my name is Zombie878 and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this YouTube video, I am going to be reviewing Run the Block and saying some of my opinions about it. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. So first, I want to talk about what Run the Block is. Run the Block is a new Rec Room original, or you could say a bit older now because it's been a few weeks, maybe a month or two. And Run the Block is where you do different challenges, you run around the city, collect different collectibles, basically like an open world parkour, which I really do like. And you can compete on the leaderboards, and let's see, you can spray paint the walls with graffiti. And is there anything else you can do? Well, not really, except do challenges, to do the leaderboards and collect stuff and graffiti. Oh yeah, there's also a storefront where you can buy shirts and hats, obviously, and vouchers to start public events. I'll get into all that stuff later. First, I want to talk about the environment. So, the Run the Block environment is a really good looking environment. I'm really happy with how it looks. It kind of reminds me of older games I used to play, and also I think it differs from the usual Rec Room aesthetic that we usually see in Rec Room originals, which I think looks pretty different, and I think that's why I like the environment even better. Talking about the environment, there is the upper part of the city, and then there are the sewers. So the sewer is, there's two challenges in the sewer and a few collectibles. The sewer is not that big, it's really small compared to the city, but the sewer is pretty important. And the city above is where you're going to find your main challenges, all your collectibles. You're going to find probably most of the people every time you join the server, to be honest. The sewers kind of would have been nice if they were bigger. And there's also the storefront. The city has two different how should I say it? It's split into two different sectors, I would say. I wouldn't say it's really big. I would say it's more like you spawn, and it spawns you in the main park area in the city, where you don't spawn in the park. You spawn in the subway under the park. You walk up the stairs into the park, but the main area is the park, with a few buildings. Obviously there's a dock, and there's a construction building. And then I would say you would have the back part of the city, which doesn't really have much, but there is more tall skyscrapers over there, so you really need to use your abilities and wall running a whole lot more. Okay, I think that's it about the environment. Let me go ahead and talk about some of the abilities. So, I was talking about how you need the abilities to get around because it's a parkour game, obviously, parkour open world. So, you have your double jump, obviously, you can upgrade that. And you can upgrade this as many times as it has. When you're creating the map, obviously, you can make it so the numbers keep going up and your jump keeps getting higher. But I'm not going to really be talking about that. I'm just going to be talking about the abilities and not how many times you can upgrade it. So you have your double jump. Obviously, you just jump and then you can jump again in midair. Pretty self-explanatory. You have your I was about to say wall run. You you do have a wall run ability, but you also have a move speed. It just upgrades your move speed, and I think you can also upgrade your jump height too. You have a stomp ability. The stomp ability is the only way to get into the soar unless somebody else helps you get down there. The stomp is where you jump up in the air and you do a ground pound, and it will open up the soar and it will basically get you to the ground faster. Not really much to explain about that. You got your rail grind ability, which your rail grind ability allows you to grind on rails. Rails are new to Run the Block, and rails, think of it as you're playing a skateboarding game, or if you never played a skateboarding game, just think of it like rails besides stairs. And you skateboard, or you can just go ahead and slide down it with shoes or something. But you can grind on rails, which definitely makes it fun. You have your dash ability, which is very useful. The dash ability allows you to press one of your buttons and you can do a quick dash forward. Now, the dashes depend on how many dash slots you have. So you can get up to like 3 of them. And if you get 3 of them, that means you can dash 3 times. Obviously, there's a cooldown, you have to wait. And that all goes into speed running and everything. So now that I'm done talking about the abilities, I want to talk about, I don't think I'm missing any abilities. Yeah. So I want to talk about the challenges. So the challenges are the main thing in Run the Block. You go up to them and there's a leaderboard, obviously, and you can compete to see who gets the fastest time. If you do complete the challenge for your first time though, you do get collectibles that will help you upgrade more. Which you do need certain upgrades to even attempt certain challenges, because some of them will be impossible without the challenge, or you will just be so slow that it will just not work. Once you do, oh yeah, and if you do get the top time in a challenge, you do get cash. Cash is also another collectible that helps you upgrade. But moving on, there is a leaderboard, and whenever someone is in your lobby, you can see their score and what they've got on a certain challenge. And that will tell you what you need to beat, or maybe you will be number 1 in the lobby. I think if you go up to a challenge that you've already done, it will actually tell you in a pink bubble next to the exclamation mark what place you are in the challenge. So if you like doing challenges over and over to get the best time, then I think you would really like it. A few more things I forgot to tell you about the environment. You can actually go around and graffiti some of the walls. Now, does it really affect anything? No, but it's pretty cool that you can go around and graffiti the walls. Okay, the next thing I definitely want to talk about is the announcer and the radio with the music. Announcer is great. Really sounds like he's in the role of a DJ. The music is great. And I mean, there's not really much I can say about this. I mean, you can actually just go ahead and put on the music in the background and enjoy it. I really hope they release the OST or music like that so I can download it on Spotify or whatever. Really good music. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Well, I guess I could go ahead and talk about the store. Oh yeah, the public events. I said I was going to bring up the public events. The public events. So every 10 or so minutes, 15 or so minutes that you're in the lobby, it will send you a notification on your watch, and the notification will tell you if you want to join the event or not. You can also opt out forever, which I don't know why you would want to do that unless you're just doing a challenge over and over. But the challenges are actually pretty fun, the public events. So there are a few different kind of public events, and it will randomize each time it comes up on your watch. One public event that will come up is the free-for-all races. So it will get everybody who signed up for the event, and it will put them at the DJ booth in the park, which is the starting area for the event. And there will be a few checkpoints that will spawn around the map in random different places. And it's up to you to go around and collect them as fast as you can and get first place, obviously. Once everybody is done with the race, it will spawn everybody back to the DJ stage, and it will put you up on the podium, whether you're first, second, or third. And even better, as a reward, it will say that you're the top dog on the billboard, so everybody knows that you were the top in the last competition in the public event. Another public event is 1v1 races. So 1v1 races, it will get everybody in the event, obviously, but it will do 1v1 races, so it will match you up against somebody. One thing you should probably know is it's not going to match you up against a high level player against a low level player and a low level player against a high level player. It does try to keep it fair, which I really do like. So if you're an S rank and someone is a B or C rank or maybe D rank, you're never gonna go up against them. It's just gonna wait until there's another A rank or S rank that you can go up against. It's because once you get up into ranks, you're gonna get all these abilities, so it wouldn't be fair that you can dash 3 times in rail grind, while a poor D rank cannot even move fast, can't double jump, can't dash, don't have any abilities whatsoever. And of course, the 1v1 races, it randomizes the checkpoints too, but it also randomizes the start position, so you will start in a random place on the map. Now, the last public event I personally do not like. The last public event is called Last One Standing. And just like it says, it is a battle royale. It takes everybody who signs up for the event, and when you sign up for the event, you'll all be on this tiny stage out in the ocean, and you can actually dash into each other and run into each other, and it will bump people off into the ocean. Now, obviously, you don't want to be bumped into the ocean, so you're most likely just going to hide in a corner and wait till everyone else is eliminated, or you're just going to keep jumping up and down so you don't get eliminated. Now, of course, the reason I don't like this is, number one, it can go on forever. You can just keep jumping or never bump into people, and it will never end. And another thing is, since it takes everybody, that means even people that are low ranks have to go up against high ranks, which, yeah, you can see how that's not gonna really work. So 1v1 races and free-for-all races are probably the better public event. And once you do the public event, like I said, it will teleport you to the stage, say you're the best on the podium, then it will put your name up on the billboard for everyone to see. Until the next public event. If you go to the storefront in the store, there are public event vouchers that you can get just start these events without actually having to wait for the timer. So if you just want to start a free-for-all event for all your friends, you can just go ahead and pay the tokens and start it. There's also a few shirts you can get for tokens. And then of course you have your awards for getting through every rank. So D rank, you get a bunch of graffiti, new graffiti, you can graffiti on the wall. And then every rank above that you get an outfit until S rank. Okay, I think that is all I want to talk about. Now, what I want to talk about is what do I think about the Run the Block. I think Run the Block is great, to be honest. I always do like parkour. One of the first games I played, well, not the first game, but one of the games that I definitely remember playing on the Xbox 360 is Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge is such a good parkour game, open world parkour game, and I know it's not really open world. It kind of will lead you down a path, but it seems pretty open from how it looks and things like that. And I just love a game like Mirror's Edge, and I love parkour since I play Assassin's Creed 2. So I was bound to like this game. Do I think it runs great? There were a few issues when it came out. Like, for example, some crashing issues. Maybe when you join, the challenges and things would not work sometimes. Sometimes when you would do a public event, the public event would glitch out the entire lobby and everyone would have to leave. But, you know, these bugs are bound to happen. I mean, that's just how it rolls. But other than the bugs, I really do like the game. If I had to rate the environment would definitely get a 10 out of 10. Every time I load into Run the Block, I just have to go around the entire city, run around, whether I'm just talking or not. It's just very fun. The abilities, and while you're going around the city too, it's very fun. The abilities make the game. If you did not have the abilities like rail grind, double jump, and dashing, it would not be fun to go around the city. And then the public events, I would have to rate that maybe a bit lower, because free-for-all races and 1v1 races are fun, but that last one standing event is kind of terrible. And I would say that's about it. Would I recommend you play Run the Block? Yes, I would recommend getting on right now, play Run the Block. I would even play it on screen mode. It's very fun. It's so fun that even if you only like playing in VR, you'll play it in screen mode because it's that fun. And regarding creating stuff with Run the Block, you can't use the Maker Pen, so I'm not really going to talk about that because it would go into Rec Room Studio territory. I have another video on my channel if any of you want to click on that of how to remix Run the Block. But anyway, that is my review of Run the Block. I am gonna go. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.